Hello and welcome on all to the final episode of Fire Emblem Awakening. It's time. After all this time, waking up in the field, fighting wars with our allies, saving all of Ystall, it's time to save the world from Grima. Wretched son of Naga, you will be destroyed.
Are you ready?
Are you ready, Dark?
Yeah.
Well, as ready as I'll ever be, Crom. Let's finish this. Everyone's here and ready to go. But I'm gonna do something different this time. I've been stockpiling legendary weapons this entire time. And what better time than anything to use them to kill God. Oh, Dragon God. Just gonna have a bunch of killer weapons on you, because you are edgy as hell. Can you wield? Okay, you can wield stronger tomes now. And do I have... Oh, we can't even use 11 sword, that's sad. I like how I have multiple versions of Legendary Lance. Other than that, if there's anyone who deserves legendary swords, it's you, buddy. killing edge you also love. I think that you get another killing edge too. Everybody's armed to the teeth. Let the final battle begin! What manner of magic? Magic? That was a damn catastrophe. He's weakened all of us. He's too strong. It cannot end like this. I won't have all our struggle been for naught. This darkness, the future is upon us. Oh, gods, Father. So it ends, Dark. See how frail these human bonds of yours are, how short-lived, how pointless. You have all thrown your lives away, and the result is the same.
What?
We're not dead yet. Details. But yes, I suppose it's time I got you all off my back, so to speak. Permanently. No. No, you don't want this, do you? You do have a choice, you know. It doesn't have to be this way. You can still save all of your friends. Become one with me, and we shall spare their lives. Refuse and watch as I rend their flesh from their bones. No, Dark, don't do it. He's lying, it's a trap. Now I will have your decision. Will you save these worms? Will you join me and become a god? Do you think me a fool? You'll kill them anyway. Oh, of course I would. I only thought you might want to leave your comrades with the heroic, selfless image. But so be it. Leave them with the final memory that you were their undoing. Dark! Where am I?
Yes.
Where your god wills you to be. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some fleas on my back to take care of.
What?
No, I won't let you. You still dare resist me? Then perhaps I shall end you first. So dark, a sea of black. I have no final strategy, no cards left to play. He has won. I can't see, I can't hear. I feel nothing. Nothing. Huh? You have I hear something, a voice. Fight back. Keep.
Fight back!
You swore to do so, remember? Now keep your damn word. Crom? Crom, I hear you. Wait, no. You are mine now. The dragon's grip cannot be broken.
Good luck.
Dark, remember all the days we spent together?
Don't falter.
Answer us, Dark.
I'm here.
We're all right here by your side.
Just don't fail.
Get up, Dark. No one goes without my say-so.
Don't give up.
Please, Dark, I still haven't shown you my new dance.
This ain't so
I
bad.
know the darkness is warm and delicious, but too much of a good thing is just bad.
It's all right.
You've earned my trust and my love, sir. Now return to us.
We gotta wait.
I need you to come on back, you hear?
Steady.
I can think of nothing worse than dying alone. No, seriously, I can't.
Time to pay.
Come on, you can do this. You need to fight with us.
Don't you dare
If
lose.
you don't come back, I'm never going to forgive you. Father, you mean everything to me. I can't lose you again.
Stay strong.
Blood and thunder, return to us now.
I believe in you.
You are not Grima, nor is he you. Remember that, Dark. I can hear them. I hear my friends. Stop this at once. Silence those wretched voices.
Damn you!
You're all powerless, frail, insignificant. You are nothing.
Come on!
Return to us, Dark. Your bond with us is stronger than even a fell dragon's might.
Crumb,
Crom.
let's do it.
I'm coming, Crom. Hold on. I have no idea what just happened or what I just did, but it was awesome.
Now.
Children of men, take my power. Rise now and face the fell dragon. Crom's the only one that can do serious damage to him. So I'm gonna have Crom go all out and head straight to the dragon. Everyone else? Well, there are enemies on the side that'll be annoying. But I think turtling up is the best thing for right now, unfortunately. Here they come. Quick, fast, in a hurry, straight towards me. And more enemies spawning along the way. Hear my words, Awakener. Grimace servants will beset you to no end. Dispatch them as soon as you are able. Once the fell dragon is weakened, a chance will await you. If Crom lets fall the final blow, Grima shall survive, but return to his slumber.
Right.
So be it. If Dark strikes in Crom's stead, both his life and Grima's are forever over. Only in this way may the fell dragon be destroyed for good and all. The decision is yours.
Stay strong.
Power striking first.
Good always triumphs.
No idea what that does, but I love it. We're surrounded on all sides.
Get ready. Okay, you got this. Mission complete.
I am Grima. I am despair.
You can do this.
Who do you think you are?
to kill her, wasn't it? And of course, Lumia's first one out.
Stay with us.
I can fight too.
It's all right.
I'm
There goes the queen. You can never do this map without someone dying.
You're all right.
Tip the scale.
Funny considering you're a dragon.
Stay strong. I did it. Ha. You're already dead. Here they come. Die now.
That was just nice.
To victory. You can do it. You deserved worse.
You keep throwing Kamehameha beams.
Go get him!
Just getting
I
started.
gave her a killer weapon. She's gonna kill everything.
All right. Here we go.
You're not alone. Do you like darkness? Huh. I can handle myself.
That's good.
That was something. You've got this. This is the end, friend. Okay, you got this.
Yeah. Everything's out of my hands right now, so it's up to how they are.
Let's go. Hope you're ready. This is the end, friend.
So many enemies. This is go on forever. But who's the mage?
Oh, help. Hope you're ready. Thanks.
More enemies channel in.
Here goes nothing.
Ready?
Time to pay.
Certainly was nothing.
Mission complete. Go get him. This is the end, friend.
Don't thank God for crits.
Beautiful. Let's go. Strong move.
Man, I love doing that.
An easy way.
Sorry.
Yeah, I thought about it too much.
Let's go. Move. Are you blind?
Get ready.
Da-da! Yeah, God, just make Donald a hero and he wins the game himself.
Are you ready?
Sleep well.
And death.
Get ready.
Checkmate. Yes.
You have to go to where your father and sister
I've
are.
got you. It's been lovely. All safe now. Your end has come.
I come to end you, Grima. Arrogant mortal, I am the end.
Let's dance. Anything can change.
Ugh.
Right.
Now, Dark, this is our chance. I'm going to finish it. Dark, wait, what? What are you doing? For once, I'm glad that you and I are the same. Now I can give my life to protect those I care for. You would not dare!
All right.
I would and I will. The evils you would visit on this world are unthinkable. In some way, we share the blame. It's only right we meet our end together. No! Dark, no! Thank you, Crom, for everything. Tell the others my last thoughts were of them.
May we meet again in a better life. Wait!
Dark, no! Ah, gods, no! Goodbye, my friends. The war has ended, my friends. Never again will the Fell Dragon trouble our world. I owe you all far more than words can ever repay. Especially Dark, who gave himself to save us all. To save all worlds to come. Poor Dark, after everything he did for us.
No.
Don't cry, Alyssa. We'll see him again, I'm sure of it. Remember what Naga said. That Dark will survive if our ties were strong enough. It isn't over. I believe Dark is out there somewhere. And I'll find him. If it takes me the rest of my days, I'll find him. You're right, he has to be out there somewhere. And we'll find a way to bring him home. Even if we have to search every open field in the whole stupid world.
Ah.
I believe the same, my prince. Dark is too strong to simply disappear. It falls to us to look after the realm until he returns.
Yeah.
Dark had damn well better come back. If that blasted dragon truly got him, I'll be the one breathing fire. He made a noble sacrifice, and I know him, and I know my nobility. And I know Dark shall someday return.
Yeah.
Dark has got to be out there somewhere. Hey, how do I know? Hey, don't question the Viking. I can feel it too. Dark is out there waiting for us. Though I surely will miss him in the meantime. Well, statistically unsubstantiated, I have the layman might call it a hunch. This hunch corroborates most of the statements made thus far. Dark, I know you're out there. I know you're not gone. And no one knows more about being lost and found than me. I wish he could have stayed with us long enough to see me grow stronger. But all the more reason to work hard now between now and his return. He lives, I know it. Some people just aren't the dying sort.
Right.
If Kron believes he's alright, then so do I. Maybe I can work out some new magic to bring him home. If he returns to us now, I might even consider making him tea. Myself. Do you hear that, Dark? Me making tea. You should be honored. Let us honor Dark's regard for his Warren. He is a true Toggle. And a true Toggle would not simply leave his family behind. I feel he is out there. If Dark's anything like me, he won't check out just because the job is done. You got to collect all the sweet rewards, right? Too many times now have I watched loved ones give their lives for me. I must hold on to faith that this time will be different. Oh, hey, Dark, are you daring Gregor to celebrate alone? Gregor will not rest until he drink you under table. Dark's not gone, he's just misplaced. I'll wait 1,000 years for him if I have to.
In Naga's name.
Naga has a way of sending a ray of light into even the deepest darkness. May Dark find that light, just as he became the light for us. He had better march back here and try again. I only send people off on my terms, or in a casket.
Oh.
There will be one less set of eyes on me as I dance. It feels wrong. Please come back, Dark. Please be out there somewhere.
Oh.
Minerva says she still feels Dark is in this world. Also, he smells delicious, but that's neither here nor there. Hey, Dark, everyone's dying to see you again. We're sick to death of death. That reminds me of a good one. 2 risen away from the priest walking to a bar. We have won our future, but we are in debt to so many sad memories. I pray at least one of those sadnesses will yet be undone.
Right.
I swear my life and blade to defend this future we have won, Dark. If you can hear me, swear that you will help me do so.
Right.
He did what he had to do. That's the mark of a true warrior. He'll be back. I bet my sweet brown iris on it. Leave it to Dark to take responsibility for all of us. If he cares for us that much, I hope he knows we will still need him. Thanks to you and the others, I was able to change. and I've got more chasing to do. I wants to see you. You've done so much for me and all of my many, many sisters. You're an extra special customer. I hope we can meet again. I feel a soul straight and true pulsing in the darkness. The hero will return. No tears today. I know he'll be back. I'll just have to wait and try to smile. I won't cry. He'll be back, I know it. In the meantime, I'll write the finest song about him that ever was. I'm glad for our victory, but I wish it did not mean so sad a farewell. I still have much to learn. Come back and teach me. I know what it really means to be a hero, but heroes always come back to fight again, don't they? Fool, why did you sacrifice yourself? I refuse to accept it. Return, Dark, or face my wrath. He showed me that I have a future, that destiny can be defeated. We have to believe we can alter destiny once more and bring it back.
No.
Father, you can't leave me now, not like this. I believe in you. Come back. All this death, no more. Please, you've gotta come back. The world is vast and full of potential unexplored. I shall devote myself to discovering the art which might reunite us. No, this is all wrong. You can't be dead. He's out there. We just have to be patient and believe. This is all wrong. We can't just leave Dark for dead. I'll wait until the end of time for his return. Dark put others before himself. No one can question his character. But his work is not done. He is still needed here. Dark has secured us a most precious gift, a future. I cannot talk. Now it falls upon our shoulders to protect what was given. I vow to give all to healing the damage this war has wrought upon the realm. When Dark returns, I wanted to see what his sacrifice brought. Dark, if you can hear me, you will always have a place here with us. Remember that. Always. And that, my friends, is Fire Emblem Awakening. Now, as you can see what's going on here, it basically goes over the various chapters that the game has, the various episodes, and tells us who were the top pairs in each of those various chapters that we fought. As you can see, after around chapter 5, it stops being Chrome and Dark, which is really easy early on. It starts being other pairs. This also does include the paralogue, so this is basically a recount of every chapter and paralogue in the entire game, and basically everything that we've done so far. Boy, that's a lot of stuff that got done. A lot of stuff. But overall thoughts on the game itself. This is a fine game. This is the game that saved the Fire Emblem franchise, and we wouldn't have games like Fates, Shadows of Valentia, and the, as of now, upcoming Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is going to Switch, if it wasn't for this game. I know this game is polarizing to many, especially because of how anime it is, and how easily the game can be broken, because of how broken the matching is in this game, as you've witnessed throughout the playthrough. But this game has its place in Fire Emblem history, and let it never be spoken that this game never held its weight. This is a fine, fun game, and I honestly believe that this is the best intro to Fire Emblem game that we have so far. This game is just easy enough, and if you know what you're doing enough, that it makes the best game that can be anyone's introduction to the Fire Emblem franchise. If you have people that you want to get into the franchise, I recommend that you pick them up this game and see what they do with it. After Grimace's defeat, Rom was officially welcomed as Ulysses' new exalt. Queen Olivia gave him a much-needed shoulder to lean on as she traveled the land, dancing and mending the scars of war. As Ulysses' new knight captain, Frederick took charge of keeping the peace and training new recruits. His wife, Sully, assisted him, becoming an object of admiration for strong women the world around. As you see, Olivia had that silver medal next to her name, which means she has a lot second most skills. Varian returned home to Roseanne, where he was labeled a traitor and a coward, or else ignored entirely. Thankfully, his wife, Naui's flair for drama was entertaining enough to keep the mob's pitchforks at bay. You know, being a dragon, that helps too. Mikey returned to the streets that raised him and was welcomed as a hero. His unflinching self-assurance was the perfect medicine for the town's post-war squabbles, earning him the nickname Brother Viking. Stahl continued his service as an Ulyssian knight and led crucial missions across the realm. His scatterbrained gaffes were met with criticism from Mirel, but the two still built a happy life together. Cherokee and her beloved Minerva returned to Roseanne and struggled to reclaim the country Varian had managed to lose. Her husband's name has been lost to the history books. That sucks for Cal. He gets forgotten about even in history. Lonku returned to Regniferix and served as Basilio's right-hand man. The cold Feroxy winters proved too much for Tharja, who left time and again in search of heat more in line with the Pelagian desert. While continuing to study magic, Rickon realized how childish some of his actions had been. The sting of that revelation caused him to redouble his efforts, and soon he was a mage of the highest order. That's good on Rickon. Gaius never lost his sweet tooth, though he ultimately returned to less savory enterprises. Lissa always insisted on going along, and the two survived many a comical, dire predicament together. That's kind of adorably hilarious. After the war, Gregor briefly sank into a life of excess. It was his wife, Panay, who broke the cycle and invited him to see her warren, after which the two traveled from land to land as mercenaries. Have to rebuild the warren, after all. Many an unfortunate child found joy in the small orphanage Labra and his wife built after the war. Sadly, Maribel's sharp tongue and proud attitude rubbed off on the tykes, making them quite the handful. That's kind of hilarious. Henry settled down with Sumia and turned out to be a surprisingly good father. Their newborn daughter was enthralled by her mother's Pegasus and was soon begging for a place in the saddle. Oh, that's sweet. I mean, Sumia got second most kills. After her returning to Chichen, Sayuri worked tirelessly with the other dynasts to secure a peaceful future for the Balamese continent. She was occasionally seen visiting her brother's Yinfei's grave. That's sad for the Blade Princess. When the Grima had done deed, Basilio returned to Ferox and applied himself to dethroning Flavia. If his army of champions failed, he knew he could always wait for a little Lucina to grow up and lend him her mask and lend her a mask. Freaking Basilio. After Grima was vanquished, Flavia returned home and did a marvelous job of whipping Ragnar Ferox back into shape. They say that each time a tournament drew close, she would ask Kron to lend her his sword. Donald returned to his tiny village and built a happy life with his mother and his wife. Cordelia, the latter, however, continued to train hard as a knight and often answered the Exalt's call. With nary a word, Anna left the others and returned to her free-spirited merchant life. She was later sighted across the continent, haggling with suppliers and beating down the cost of goods. I did not use Anna at all in this playthrough, did I? Owain set off on a lengthy quest with Nod to stay his sword hand. Nod got much eye-rolling practice during the tiresome journey, but she stayed by her husband's side. Nevertheless, man, what fate happens in fate kind of ruins that. Inigo traveled the world, ever ready with a smile or a solution when trouble started to brew for better or worse. He and Naui were set to be a good match, trading doses of glee for doses of glum. Again, fate kind of destroys that because of what happens with them. Brady left the priesthood to become the world's scariest violinist. Severa would roll her eyes and gripe about the noise, but the dew in her eyes after a touching melody was perhaps the more honest critique. Aw, that's kind of sweet. Jerome and Lucina were married and settled down near Wavern Valley. While her husband never missed the few words he had to say, Lucina understood, and the two built a happy life. That's kind of sweet. Something that wasn't kind of destroyed by fate. Morden's memory never returned. But she didn't seem to miss it. Later, scholars would speculate she had come from a different future than the other children. Yarne tried desperately to find a safe haven after the battles were done, but ever that journey was fraught with danger, especially as Kajil insisted on facing every foe to better herself as a warrior. Longing to meet his mother's intellectual standards, Laurent took his wife on an expedition around the world. The hidden wonders they uncovered awed Cynthia, who had known only a world of ruin. the end of our tale. But there's one more future that needs to be uncovered.
Crom, we have to do something.
What do you propose we do?
I don't know.
I see you're awake now.
Hey there.
There are better places to take a nap than on the ground, you know. Give me your hand. Welcome back. It's over now.
Many wrote of Dark's legendary exploits, but accounts of his origins and character varied. Scholars, poets, and bards agreed on one thing. Alone he loved his wife, Tiki, above all else. Well guys, that's the very end of Fire Emblem Fates. As I stated earlier, before we went over the, what happens after for various characters until Fire Emblem Fates happened and 3 of the characters got a twist to that game. What was I saying? Yeah. This game is the perfect intro game to Fire Emblem. If you have some people, friends, family, whatever, that you want to get into the franchise. Give them a copy, let them have some fun, and get out there. Now there are a lot of other things. DLC chapters like the one that I went over earlier. This is just cutscene stuff. The DLC chapters, like the the 2 I went over for the Dread Fighter and the Bride classes. But there aren't any DLC chapters that give classes. There are plenty of other ones, such as one that gives a silver card, which has the price of items, various other if stories, like the future past side stories about the children and their lost future, and they managed to get back in time in the first place. And just plenty of DLC and spot pass challenges, which add unexpected new characters into the roster. I won't say what those characters are in case you want to try those spot pass challenges, and maybe one day we'll come back to this game and explore what will happen with some other different routes. Like, what if Dark or the Avatar was a woman? Or what if they married somebody else instead of Tiki? Maybe Lucina. Like, those are all possible things for a possible future. Considering this game has a lot of stuff about possible futures, that's kind of funny to say out loud. But anyway, hope you've all had a good time on this journey with me. And I want to do more Fire Emblem games. We might be getting into Fire Emblem Fates somewhere down the line, but since that's 3 games, not just 1 game, that's going to be a very long Let's Play broken up into 3 segments. Revelations being an issue. But either way, I hope you've all had a good time here. And if you wonder what game is next for the Let's Play treatment, we're going to go back to a familiar game. No, not Mega Man Battle Network just yet. We're going to go have ourselves a new Pokemon adventure with another Nuzlocke adventure. But don't expect us to return to Alola just yet, because the sweet land of Kalos is calling my name. So next time, join us next week as we have a Nuzlocke adventure through Pokemon X and Y.